So you guys, and welcome to today's video. So we all know why you are here, and that is to know how I actually achieve my super fluffy feathery brows. We're just gonna cut straight to the chase, no bullshit, and this is it. So all you need is a soap bar, pretty much. You need a spoolie, and then you need some water. I'm just using this one right here for demonstration. You can just put it under the tap and it's gonna work just as fine. And you can use a spray bottle as well, whatever. And you don't need one of these spoolies. You can use the one you have for on your eyebrow pen. You can use an old mascara wand, like just wash it off and use it as your soap thingy. That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna apply some water to my bar soap. This is gonna be really quick because it is super simple technique. I do color my brows because I have really blonde hairs, and to be totally honest, it looks like shit, or at least it does to me. So I just spritz it with water, then I go like this back and forth. And you don't want too much water. What I normally do is, if I use this one, I use 1 to 2 drops and I just go back and forth, and that's pretty much it. Then you take your spoolie. So I have nothing on my brows now to begin with, nothing, just plain old brows. And I'm just gonna start combing them up. And you don't need to worry about getting too much soap there, because you can't get too much soap. You can do 2 brows if you're really quick. So by now, when I've done it a couple times, I can do 2 brows and I just go back and forth. But if you're new to this, start with 1 brow and you can see how it just becomes super feathery, super fresh. What I like to do now is I like to take my spoolie and I'll just comb them down like this so they don't look way too crazy. And I like to just comb them at the tail. I normally don't comb them up here. I can do it now just for demonstration, and you can see it doesn't look as fine. So I would just comb them up like this again because I just like it that way. And then I'll just do it again. I'll comb them down at the tail. And I'm telling you guys, this right here, this will never ever go down on you during the day. So for those of you who have really brows that are heavy, that goes down really quickly, then you use this technique and I promise you, girl, this is going to last you all day. And that, you guys, is pretty much it. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the other brow, but I'm not gonna talk during it. I'm just going to do it. And then when your brows are pretty much dry, what you want to do is you just want to grab a beauty blender, or if you have a towel, make sure that the towel is a little bit moist so it's not completely dry. And then you just take it and you stamp it on your brows. And the reason you do that is because it makes it look a little bit better, because sometimes, even if it's a clear soap, what is going to happen is, like, in some lights you're going to be able to see like small white particles that is like so small you can't see them. If you sit like this close up, yes, to the mirror, then you're going to see it. But if you don't, then you're not going to be able to see it. But I like to do it just to make them blend in if I've already applied my foundation. If I haven't applied my foundation, I'll just grab a Q-tip, I make sure it's wet, and then I'll just drag it over my brows just to make sure that there's no soap residue on top, because then I want to go in with my foundation and I want to go in seamlessly. I don't want there to be any chunks of whatever there is. And then I'll just do like this. Some of you just don't like the effect that is actually kind of, it's sticking to your skin a little bit. You can go in with a Q-tip and you can just fluff it up just at the top right here. And that is going to make it look a little bit more 3D dimensional, if you know what I mean. But I'll just grab it like this. I go back and forth with it to just fluffen up the brows a little bit. And there we go. I think they look great. And I usually stop here. I don't do anything else. When I color my brows, I feel like when I lift them up like this, they become fluffy. Yes, they're a little bit higher up than I normally would have had them. But what you can do is you can apply some kind of a powder, or you can apply it with a pencil. What I feel with a pencil is that it is a little bit waxy, and you need to be really careful at this stage, because if you start going in with a brush or going in with another spoolie, you're gonna mess them up. So you want to apply something that you know is 100% safe for just creating a little bit of a shadow. I'll just normally go into my brow trio right here from the brow bar, and I'll go in with a brush like this, and I like to use the little bit lighter color, and I'll make sure that it's really a small amount because I don't want too much of it. I'll pretty much just pull my brush through my hairs like this with the smallest amount of product and nothing else, because I don't want to make too much of a fuss of it. I just want to fill in where I feel like, okay, there's nothing here. And there you pretty much go. I'm pretty fine here, but if you want to make it a little bit extra, you can go in with a concealer or with the highbrow from Benefit. I'll just pull this underneath my brow, along my brow bone, at my high points, to just define my brows a little bit and make my brow bone pop. And there we go. This just makes for a more popping brow bone. It makes it for super fluffy, gorgeous, sexy brows. Without soap, my brows are nothing. They look like shit. So this thing is like an angel sent from above. $1 to $2 is a pretty fair price to actually try something, and there's no product on the market. There's no brow gel, there's no brow wax, there's nothing you can get for this price. So I really recommend you guys to actually go to your local grocery store and pick this up at the beauty section. I'm telling you, it is gonna do wonders for you. Use an old spoolie. That was pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe now. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. Bye.